Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to the class. Today we will continue from same chapter and same exercise, exercise 1.1. Now, before I start the remaining questions, I want you all to remember the golden rules because still many of you are confused. When integers have same signs, we add them and put the common sign. Means if two integers with negative signs are to be added, add them minus 25 and minus 5. You add them, that will be a 30 and the common sign is minus, so answer will be minus 30. Similarly, if it is plus 5 plus 7. So what is the answer? 7 plus 5 is 12 and both of them have a plus sign, so the answer will have a plus sign. The other thing is when two integers have different signs, then what we do? Then we do the subtraction of the greater digit minus the smaller digit. And then what we do? For example, if I write as plus 5 minus 7. Now they have different sign. So I will do the subtraction. 7 minus 5 is a 2. So the answer will be a 2. But here, which one is the bigger number? If you see, 7 is the bigger number, 5 is the smaller number. 7 has a minus sign, so answer will have a minus sign and the answer will be minus 2. Clear? Now we have the properties of integers. What these properties are talking about? The property of integer says the first property is the closure property. If a and b are integers, then a plus b is also an integer. What is that? Means if a and b are integer, let us take a as 5 and b as minus 3. So then a plus b is what? 5 plus minus 3. Plus and minus together means it will be a 5 minus 3, that is a 2. So adding them also we get an integer. Next property is commutative property. Commutative means changing the order. For commutative, we just change the order. Let us take the same values of a and b. A equals to 5 and b equals to minus 3. So on adding both of them, means a plus b will be equal to b plus a. Let us see. 5 plus of minus 3 is equal to minus 3 plus 5. So 5 minus 3 is equal to, this is also 5 minus 3 only. If you look properly, this is a plus 5 and this is a minus 3, which can be written as plus 5 minus 3. So we see that 5 minus 3 is a 2 and 5 minus 3 is a 2. So the commutative property also holds for addition of integers. Only addition. Okay. Associative property is also like that. Here we consider 3 integers and if we add them in any group, like if 3 integers are a, b and c. So a plus b and then plus c. And in the second way, we can do A plus B plus C. One more method is there, A plus C plus B. So associative means three integers will be given to you and adding them in any order, you will see that the answers are always same. What is important here is additive identity. This is very important. Additive identity. Additive identity, if a is any integer, then a plus 0 is equal to 0 plus a is equal to a. So additive identity in simple words means what should be added in an integer so that its value remains same. How a number's value will remain same? A number's value will only remain same when we add a 0 in it. Look here, 5. So its additive inverse will be 5 plus 0 will be 0 plus 5 will be 5. If it is a minus 7, then how minus 7 will remain minus 7? When we add a 0 in it, then it will be minus 7 only. So you have to remember, you have to learn that additive identity of an integer is 0. Additive inverse. Inverse means like opposite side. If plus a, so its inverse will be minus a. If I'm saying if plus a, so its inverse is minus a. If minus a, so its inverse is what? Plus a. Getting? That's what they are saying. If a is any integer, then there exists an integer minus a such that a plus of minus a is equal to 0. Inverse means different, means the sign will change. When the sign will change, their sum will always be 0. How? Look here. If I take a number talking about additive inverse, if I ask what is the additive inverse of minus 7, so it will be a plus 7, and minus 7 plus 7 will be what? Will be a 0. Fine. So you have to remember additive inverse of a number is where the signs are changed. For example, look here, they are asking me to find the additive inverse of minus 72. The opposite of integer minus 72 is plus 72. So we can say that additive inverse of minus 72 is plus 72. Now here they are asking to find the additive inverse of minus 3, 4, 5, 6. So the additive inverse of minus 3, 4, 5, 6 will be plus 3, 4, 5, 6. And symbol plus is not written. So the answer is 3, 4, 5, 6. Clear? Now you have the closure property of subtraction. Please read them. Here only the first property will be holding. For others, in commutative we were changing the order, remember, but when we change the order it is not applicable. In same answers we are not getting. In associative we considered three integers, and when we change them and we grouped them in different manner, then again for the subtraction this property will not hold. We can take one example. If a equals to 3 and b equals to minus 5, then a minus b is not equal to b minus a. How? Let us put the value. 3 minus minus 5 is not equal to minus 5 minus 3, because this is 3, minus into minus will be a plus 5, and here it will be minus 5 minus 3. 3 plus 5 will be a 8, minus 5 minus 3 will be a minus 8. So they are not equal, isn't it? 8 should be equal to 8. 8 is not equal to minus 8. That's how it holds for commutative property. Now moving on to exercise 1.1. Some of the questions we have already done. Continuing from question 3. The red ticked are your classwork and the green ones are your homework. Classworks are done here. You can see them. If any confusion is there, you can ask me. They are solved. Now question number 8 is saying you have to write the questions yourself. For question number 3, it was the sum of minus 524 and 678. So you will add all of them. When you will add both of them, you will get the answer as plus 154. And this sum is subtracted from minus 92. So when the word is subtracted from minus 92, so this number comes first. So minus 92 minus in the bracket plus 154. Now minus into plus will be a minus. When both of them minus 92 minus 154, both of them are negative. So we will add them. The answer will be 6. 4 plus 2 is a, just a minute. Yeah, 4 plus 2 will be a 6, 9 plus 5 will be a 14, 4, 1, 2. And both of them have negative signs, so the answer will have a negative sign. Okay. Question number 6, they are talking about two numbers whose sum you have to find. So sum means you will add, you will get the answer as minus 189. Then two other numbers are given, their difference you have to find. Difference means you will do the subtraction. The first number minus the second number, you will get a particular answer. And then according to the question, they are asking that the difference of the two numbers, you have to subtract the sum of first two numbers from the difference of first two numbers. So this is how it will be done. Moving on to question number 8. They have given the value of a and b, and they are asking show that a minus b is not equal to b minus a. Same question we have done just before this slide. Okay, so a minus b, putting the value, a is minus 10 and b is minus 4. So minus 10 plus 4 is how much? Different sign. So I will do 10 minus 4. This will be a 6. And 10 is bigger here. It has a negative sign. So answer will have a negative sign. B minus A is minus 4 minus of minus 10. Now minus 4 plus 10. That is actually 10 minus 4. 10 minus 4 is a 6. It actually means it is a plus 6. Thus, you can say that A minus B is not equal to B minus A, because one of the value is minus 6 and another value is plus 6. Now we have question number 10. Simplify. Simplify means we just have to solve it. The question given is minus 15 plus of minus 63 minus of minus 45 plus of minus 16. So whenever two different signs are coming together, they are minus. So minus of 15, now plus into minus will be a minus. And when two different signs are multiplied, every class I repeat it, the answer is always negative. And when two same signs are multiplied, either it is a plus or it is a minus, the answer is always a positive sign. So that's how it is done here. Minus into minus, this minus into minus will be a plus, this plus into minus will be a minus. Then in the third step, what I have done, I brought all the negative numbers to one side, minus 15, minus 63, minus 16, and then I have written the positive number. Now all these negative numbers are added and written with a minus sign, that is minus 94 plus 45. Now both of them, one is minus, one is plus, so we will do a minus of the numbers, that is 49. And since 94 is the greater number here, it has a minus sign, so the answer will have a minus sign. So minus 49 is the answer. So whatever is done in classwork, please do it first in your notebooks and then do the homework. Your today's homeworks are 4, 5 and 7. From question number 9 second part and from question number 10 first part. Please do your works regularly and submit on time. That was all for today, my dear students. Take care, stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you. Have a nice day.